So I'm just doing an intro, so...
It's 10 a.m. at the Missinippi Broadcasting Corporation building in La Ronge, and Missinippi Achimewin is on the air.
Well, tän sä tawiden tuttimak, Missinippi Achimewin, kan tohtamik.
Abel Charles hosts this program for an hour each weekday, speaking almost entirely in Cree. He started with MBC when it was founded 40 years ago.
I'm supposed to be here, I think. I get to listen to elders, visit elders, and my cultural knowledge is enriched, the language is enriched, and I really like the job, and I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And a big part of his job is interviewing other Cree speakers to hear their perspectives.
Yes, I've heard stories that the people in North Battleford are running to the fort and hiding in there because they're shooting. The Indians were coming and they were shooting. What the indigenous people telling me was, yes, we were going to North Battleford, but we were shooting rabbits along the way. It's not that we're going there to threaten anybody. So there's that perspective,
This is the logo, and I love the logo.
Former NBC and CBC radio broadcaster Tom Roberts says radio and the Cree language in particular go hand in hand.
Whatever you're talking about, you describe what you're talking about. And that's how radio works. You describe what you're talking about. And to do a simultaneous translation, it wouldn't work. It would get all mixed up and you wouldn't understand what you describe what you're telling. And it makes it much more personal.
He says radio is deeply ingrained in the culture of the North, getting its start with people on the trap line communicating vital information over walkie-talkies.
Radio is a lifeline to the land, to the people.
Especially when it's a life and death situation. Buildings in and around La Ronge burned during wildfires this past spring. MBC stayed on the air, providing an outlet for local officials like Tammy Cook-Searson to warn people in ways they could understand.
Many of our members are first language Cree, first language Dene. And when you give a message out there that's in Cree, then our community members are able to understand it. Or if you put a message out there that's in Dene, then community members that first language is Dene, then they're able to understand it.
The Wolf Lake Fire.
Over in Isle La Crosse, Robert Morasti tells his listeners on CILX-FM about a nearby fire. He lives and works in the community. He says he knows what's going on there and who his audience is.
I speak Michip and I can speak Cree. Very little English is done here. It's all in both languages. And the elders love it because they can understand us. They can understand what we're talking about. And plus, they become a little bit more learned in what's going on out there.
Northern Radio is like a family of close connections, so when he needs a little help with a sports report, he knows exactly who he can rely on.
So what I do is I call the community radio station in Bowell, and I talk to Siboy, who is also a very good language speaker, but he's well informed about sports. So I gave him a call. Then I call Pachanak, the other radio announcer there, and he's also pretty informed, up-to-date in sports. So these guys are actually helping me out in the sports area.
It's those connections that keep these small but mighty stations on the air, connecting listeners one broadcast at a time.